It's the Book of Alpha-Ronomy, nigga. Read it or weep.
Hey, what's poppin', my alpha brethren? As we mature and begin to think and behave more as adult alpha males, we come to the realization that there are certain things that no man should be willing to deal with because they are detrimental to our very existence. There are things that will kill your alpha energy. I mean, in a short period of time. And the main thing is beta male shit. There are two types of negative energy, and they are based in feminine outlooks. There are things that will stress you the fuck out in life, man. And if there is anyone or anything around you that causes you that level of stress, and you cannot afford to be around people who you have to fight against to keep yourself from being in that emotional space. As for the alpha male, the main thing that causes this mind state with us, this state of being, is irrational and or illogical thought processes. That is why so many men who are in relationships, dare I say all men who are in relationships, once the novelty wears off, there is a level of stress and frustration and sometimes even anger that those men experience at some point every day. Those men count the days that they don't have to feel that, and they can mark them on the calendar and remember them because they are not very often. And see, it's not just women. There is an influx of beta males in this society who share in the same illogical, irrational thought processes as women. And it is based in femininity. Whether you are a man or a woman, if your outlook on life is irrational and or illogical, you are feminine. And as a true masculine man, there is nothing more frustrating than constantly being bombarded with illogical thoughts, irrational thoughts, foolish outlooks, the idiocies of individuals who do not believe that common sense is a valuable tool. Now, there are two things you must do in order to make sure that you are avoiding this. The first thing is to never put yourself in a position where you are forced to be around a woman or women in your own personal space. See, when you're out here in the world dealing with business or entertainment, or you cannot avoid women. You have to deal with them, but they are dealt with in short spells and they're dealt with in certain capacities. So even at your job, if you're the only man on a job and man, God forbid, I sympathize with you, brother, because you in some bullshit. If you are the only man in an office setting where every other coworker is a woman, even then you deal with them in a certain capacity. It is in the workspace. It's not the same as dealing with a woman when she's able to let her proverbial hair down and be who the hell she is in your own personal space. If you are in that situation, then you must at all cost, remedy that shit as quickly as you can, because there is nothing more stressful than being around a woman every day in your personal space. When you can't get peace and quiet from a woman's mouth, even in your personal space, then you are living a life that is filled with stress, turmoil, frustration, and yes, sometimes anger. The second thing you must do is make sure that you do not align yourself with beta male simp mangina mother. You can and will find yourself avoiding these mother, because everything they do, everything they say borders on idiot bullshit. You listen to them and it doesn't take 2 minutes into a conversation before they start talking that illogical, irrational, feminine shit. You cannot afford to be in an emotionally charged headspace as an alpha male. You must avoid it at all costs. because it will be the end of your alpha energy as you know it, and that is a sad place to be in. Avoid that stress, avoid that anger, avoid that turmoil, avoid that drama, avoid that feminine energy, at least in your own personal space, because that shit will kill you, man. And I mean literally, you in a box in a suit with your fucking arms folded across your chest. Like this video on your way out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do that. Comment down below, give your 2 cents. Let me know if you are in a situation where you have to deal with that shit, or if you agree that once you remedied that shit and got yourself out of those situations, that your life instantaneously changed. As always, alphas up, betas down. Peace.